Keith, I know you have more details about Milton coming up in your forecast. As far as Maine today, not bad. You know, classic fall day.
Yeah, the sun makes a huge difference this time of year, right?
Big
So
time.
yesterday we were in the 50s. It was raw and rainy.
Right, yeah.
We'll be more like today as we go forward. We're kind of getting nice through this week. So
Awesome.
Not warm, but nice. You know,
Warm for this time.
yeah, right. It starts to get really odd when you're into the 70s this time of the year. It happens, but it's rarefied air at that point. Last of the rain moved out this morning. We ended up with a nice afternoon for pretty much everyone. We do have a frost advisory tonight. It's going to be close. There might be a little bit too much cloud cover around to allow our temperatures to drop down to frost level, but it's out there across Oxford County, Northwest Cumberland and York counties, and then into parts of down East Maine, Washington, and Hancock counties there. So we'll watch that. I do think we'll get down to the 30s. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get into the mid-30s because of this band of cloud coming in kind of when it's the coldest, which is during the early morning hours on Wednesday. We have those clouds around to start. A couple of showers even early tomorrow morning. I think the middle of the day tomorrow, though, is pretty nice with a good deal of sunshine into the mid and upper 50s, and then showers pop up in the afternoon. Not everyone gets in one of these, but there will be some of them around on Wednesday afternoon. Same pattern Thursday. Start with some clouds, maybe a sprinkle, nice through the middle of the day, and then pop-up showers on Thursday afternoon. Those are most likely in the mountains and northern Maine, and not as much along the coast. And then our nicest day is likely Friday. It should be dry and pleasant with temperatures in the 60s. So we end the week on a strong note. Little instability left. That's Wednesday, that's Thursday. Friday looks good. Saturday and Sunday look pretty good. We will see increasing clouds on Sunday afternoon and potentially some rain on Monday. The models have been a little funky with that, so we'll deal with that as we get a little bit closer. Let's take a look at Hurricane Milton, and bad news for those in Florida, just upgraded back to a Category 5 hurricane. And when I was with you 20 minutes ago, I was saying it had that looked like it was really intensifying again. Really well presented eye wall here. It went through an eye wall replacement cycle last night, which is typical that they weaken during that, and then they come back around and they put that eye wall in good symmetry to the whole presentation of this. So it's back to a Category 5 storm. It is still forecast to weaken to a Category 3, but I've pointed out over the last couple of days, I don't think that's an absolute guarantee. There is some wind shear, there is some dry air to the west of Florida, but the longer Milton remains a Cat 5, the less room there is for this thing to kind of fall apart, quote unquote, to a Category 3 in time. This landfall has slowed down a little bit. It looks like late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. And I think we talk about Tampa, the biggest city around here, but because of where Milton is likely to hit just a little bit south of Tampa, that makes a big difference because now the winds are east-southeast, which actually drains Tampa Bay more than it pushes water onshore. So I think Sarasota and points south may actually get the worst of this storm. We'll obviously keep an eye on that as that landfall occurs. Big story nationally, and a lot of people getting out of Florida, which is good. You always try to look at the positives here, Coco. Whenever I see people leaving, a couple of days before a storm, I say, it's the modern miracle of good weather forecasting, right? I mean,
right.
You'd have no idea. It's like a partly cloudy day in a lot of cases, so at least there's enough notice for people to plan accordingly here.
Yeah, no kidding. And especially when you're talking about such a populated area, all those cities and towns that are within the cone of uncertainty right now can't take a risk, especially after what we saw with Helene.
I think that might help motivate people a little bit, yeah.
I think you're right. All right, thanks, Keith.